Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Gillette's Hladky Memorial Stadium for this. It is day 3 of the 2023 AA American Legion Northwest Regional Tournament. The winner of this tournament will be heading to North Carolina to represent the Northwest in the American Legion World Series. I'm Elan Olliff, joined by Aaron Pulling here in the Union broadcast booth. And it's going to be a fun first game. It's our first elimination game of 2 in a row. And then, of course, we'll have the winner's bracket game later on this morning. But first, we get it kicked off with the Cheyenne Post 6 Sixers taking on the Lakeside Recovery out of Bellevue, Washington. We are about 15 minutes away from scheduled first pitch. We do have a little bit of weather, so bear with us as we will be a little bit more flexible here. But when we come back, we'll set the scene on this, the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament, presented by Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette, right here on mylocalradio.com.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
Get back to feeling your best with Evanston Regional Hospital Physical Therapy. If you find yourself struggling with pain or limited mobility in your everyday life, your recovery starts here. With a personalized treatment plan just for you, our experienced physical therapists will help you every step of the way to reach your goals and get back to doing what you love. Call us today to schedule an appointment. Evanston Regional Hospital, helping you get your life back.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Fresh and flavorful ingredients are what makes the best restaurants great. At El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant, each entree is prepared with only the freshest and tastiest ingredients. The menu includes everything from tacos to steak, fresh fruit waffles to omelets, and mouth-watering burgers to sandwiches. Come in and enjoy a meal today at the new El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant inside the Log Cabin on Bear River Drive.
And we welcome you back to the Union broadcast booth here on a dreary Friday morning where the Gillette Rough Riders host this tournament, but it's going to be the Cheyenne Post 6 Sixers taking on Lakeside Recovery out of Bellevue, Washington. Winner of this game will move on to day 4 of the tournament, and the loser, unfortunately, their season and their journey here at the American Legion Northwest AA Regional Tournament will come to an end. A spot in Shelby, North Carolina up for grabs for one of the 6 remaining teams. It'll be Cheyenne versus Lakeside Recovery to get us started. And then 30 minutes after the final out of this one, we will have the Portland Barbers versus the Rocky Mountain Lobos. And then it all ends 30 minutes after that with the Pocatello Runnin' Rebels against the kind of the upstart surprise team of the tournament, Aaron, the Gillette Rough Riders host team. They're in the winner's bracket game.
Yeah, it's amazing what playing at home can do for a team.
1 second. We're trying to get Aaron on. I think, Aaron, you might have the wrong headset on. There we go. I can hear it. Go ahead.
Oh, round 2. Let's try that again. The Gillette Rough Riders, it's amazing what can happen when you play at home, get the energy of the crowd. And they've come out and they've been on fire so far here in the tournament as they've played really well. But for this game, Cheyenne, Lakeside Recovery, both teams playing with their backs against the wall. Possibly a little bit of a tough draw for Cheyenne, as I think personally so far from what we've seen, I think the top 2 teams played yesterday in Cheyenne and Pocatello. But, That's why they play the tournament. They don't just do it on paper, and you got to go out and play.
And we'll be right back with our keys of the game. That is your scene set today, brought to you by El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant, El Paso, the best in the West in Evanston, Wyoming. We'll be right back after this. You're tuned in to the 2023 American Legion AA Northwest Regional Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Napa know-how isn't just for guys like this. Power tools. Every driver deserves quality parts. Practical and cool. So you can do it yourself with Napa Auto Parts or get it done for you at a Napa Auto Care Center. Which means Napa know-how is for you, karaoke car lady. And never popped a hood guy.
I can pop a hood.
You too, Mr. Park a mile away. Oh yeah. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how. Covalos, your one-stop farm and auto shop.
Helping young people grow into productive adults is like putting a puzzle together. Each aspect of life is equal to one puzzle piece. Restful sleep, a healthy breakfast, a positive experience at home before school sets the tone for the whole day. Positive student interaction with teachers, district staff, coaches, and peers all add to the puzzle. At Uinta County School District Number 6, we work hard to make each puzzle piece meaningful and powerful for every student. By working together, we can help every student grow into a masterpiece. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
Hey there, I'm Jake Major, your local Medicare and insurance benefits advisor for the Bullock Agency of Wyoming. With over 25 years of experience protecting families in rural America, we understand the importance of having affordable insurance coverage. Whether you're searching for extra coverage or looking to understand and switch your Medicare options, I can help you find a range of top-rated insurance companies and tailor-made packages based on your needs. Call me, Jake Major, today at 307-209-4685 and let's discuss your insurance options. We're the Bullock Agency of Wyoming when benefits matter.
And we welcome you back to the Union Broadcast Booth. It's time for our keys to the game. Usually we would have our coaches show brought to you by Jake Major with the Bullock Agency of Wyoming for when benefits matter. But because of the tournament, we don't have time to talk with the coaches, but we move on to our keys of the game brought to you by Ellingford Brothers in Evanston, Wyoming. For all your cement, sand, and gravel needs, contact Ellingford Brothers. They also do cement troughs, critter ladders, and cattle guards. And Aaron, real quick, what are those keys of the game for both these teams?
Get a grip. It has been raining all night. It is wet on the field, raining right now. Make sure whenever you get the ball or whenever you swing the bat, you have a good grip on the thing because water is going to play a huge factor in this one.
All right, we go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineup. Some first pitch. You're tuned in to the 2023. By the way, that's our Keys to the Game brought to you by Ellingford Brothers. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette.
I don't know about you, but every time I go to the grocery store, I'm filled with anxiety. Do I have enough money? Meat prices have doubled. How can I ever work on food storage when I can hardly afford food for this week? Wyoming Wild Meats in Lyman is the solution. Weekly specials are posted on Facebook. Beef, pork, chicken for one meal or a mixed order to fill the freezer. You will find quality Gosner cheese and milk products and delicious bread. Because overhead is low, the savings are passed to every customer. Wyoming Wild Meats, offering fresh domestic meats.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
It's a great time to check out the digital banking options at Trona Valley Federal Credit Union and skip the trip. Members who enroll in digital banking can make deposits remotely, check bank balances, transfer money between accounts, make loan payments, and use automatic bill pay options. You can even connect Quicken or QuickBooks to your Trona Valley digital banking accounts. Learn how digital banking with Trona Valley Federal Credit Union can make your life simpler. Stop in today. Member NCUA. Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, and trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication, including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth. Time for our starting lineups, brought to you by Varsity Inc. in Evanston, Wyoming. For all your camp t-shirts, custom t-shirts, and custom prints, contact Varsity Inc. in Evanston, Wyoming. Varsity Inc. We're on your team. Starting lineup for the designated visiting team, it is Lakeside Recovery out of Bellevue, Washington. Callan Rundle, the left fielder, leads things off. Rylan Gullard, the center fielder, bats second. Brian Stefanos, who will be on the mound, will bat third. Preston Crockett, the second baseman, will bat in the cleanup spot. Jacob Freer, the shortstop, will bat fifth. Colin McBride, the first baseman, bats sixth. Trent Varga, the catcher, will bat seventh. Carter DeBrell, the third baseman, bats eighth. And Charlie Lydom, the right fielder, will bat ninth. For the designated home team, the Post 6 Sixers out of Cheyenne, you have Hayden Swain at first, Mason Tafoya at second, Cade Coates at the shortstop position, Ethan Reisdorfer at the hot corner at third, Julian Romero in left field, Nolan Horton in center, Corey Williams in right, and Caden Anderson catching Coulter McAnally in a must-win game for Post 6. Those are your starting lineups presented by Varsity Inc. Varsity Inc., we're on your team.
Yeah, and for both these teams, it's going to take a good effort to get it's going to get used to the elements, as it's quite wet here, as McAnally will start for the Sixers. He's climbing up the bump, and we are about ready for baseball on a wet morning here.
Absolutely. First pitch on the way from Coulter McAnally, thrown at 8-9-58, and we are underway here in this elimination game. And by the way, that first pitch in there for a strike. Next one misses, actually finds the zone. McAnally looking sharp on the first two pitches, 0-2 count. Want to welcome anybody listening on K-Ray in Cheyenne as we welcome them into this game. 0-2 misses away, 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Callan Rundle.
You see the real good breaking ball there from McAnally.
Next one finds the zone and freezes him up on the low outside corner from the right-handed hitting Rundle, and it's a backwards K to start it out for McAnally.
Yeah, he moved that breaking ball about a half inch over to the left towards the right-handed batter. Therefore, he got the call that time, as that first one just missed.
Here's Rylan Gullard, the center fielder. First pitch to Gullard, fouled into the back screen here at Gillette's Hladky Memorial Stadium. Artificial infield with turf that leads to a natural grass outfield. Gullard batting .400 in the tournament, 2 for 5 in 2 games played for Lakeside Recovery, the 0-1. Misses inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. The journey started for Lakeside Recovery with a matchup against the home team Gillette Rough Riders. They lost that one on night 1 4-2 as that one's chopped down the first base line. Fair, brought in by Swain at the first base position, and he toe taps the bag for a 3 unassisted out number 2.
It's a great job there by Swain. Just get in front of that ball, knock it down. It was hit about 3 feet by the bag, so he has plenty of time to get in front of it. As he gets in front of it, knocks it down.
As mentioned, Lakeside Recovery lost to Gillette 4-2 on night 1. Then yesterday got a win over Eagle River 13-3. As the First pitch is taken for a ball. Next one, 1-1 to Stefanos. Left-handed batter, pitcher here for Lakeside Recovery. The 1-1 on the way. Check swing into the net off of the third base line for strike 2. A 1-2 count to Stefanos. Taken inside, and it's a ballerina count, 2-2. Preston Crockett stands on deck. Jacob Freer in the hole. So after that 13-3 10-run victory by Lakeside Recovery, they find themselves taking on the multiple-time reigning Wyoming State champions, 2-2. Misses away. Full count to Stefanos.
So
a must-win game. Go ahead.
Real good take there from Stefanos as that breaking ball is barreling in towards that back foot. Real tough to lay off for a lefty. He does a great job right there taking that pitch.
McAnally, the righty, delivers, swinging a foul ball, and we'll do it all over again. Of course, Coulter McAnally committed to the University of Utah. Also, the 2023 AA Player of the Year. Last year, swept both the AA Player and Pitcher of the Year here in Wyoming. Swinging a fly ball into left field. Romero ranges towards his left and makes a nice running grab for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down for Lakeside Recovery. Will now move on to post 6 side of the inning. When we come back after this, you're tuned in to the 2023 AA State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com. 2023 Northwest AA Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
At High, "We're with you" is more than just 3 simple words. It encompasses the principles we live by to serve our members and local communities. So if you're looking to keep your banking relationships local with a partner who will always be there for you, look to us. We're High. We're Wyoming. We're with you. Visit yhigh.org to learn how you can be a part of something bigger today.
First chance for the post 6 Sixers against the Lakeside Recovery right-hander, Brian Stefanos. As he steps onto the mound, Stefanos, a 6-foot, 190-pound a lefty from Issaquah High School, graduated just this last year, so he's a senior. Let's go ahead and introduce you to the starting lineup for post 6. Under, of course, manager Ty Lane. Mason Tafoya, the second baseman, will lead things off. Coulter McAnally, the pitcher, bats second. Julian Romero, the left fielder, bats third. Hayden Swain, the first baseman, in the cleanup spot. Corey Williams, the right fielder, bats fifth. Caden Anderson, the catcher, will bat sixth. Nolan Horton, the center fielder, bats seventh. Ethan Reisdorfer, the third baseman, bats eighth. Cade Coates, the shortstop, will round out the starting 9 for Cheyenne. For Lakeside Recovery, you have Colin McBride at third, Preston Crockett at second, Jacob Freer at shortstop, Carter Debrell at third, Callan Rundle at left, Ryan Gullard at center, Charlie Lydom at right, and Trent Varga doing the catching for Brian Stefanos.
Yeah, tall lefty on the mound for this Lakeside Recovery team is Brian Stefanos, as he's gotten it done at the plate, looking to get it done for his team on the mound, as it seems like he's got a good fastball and a nice little wrinkle with a breaking ball.
Of course, he's a strong left-hander, actually, for Lakeside Recovery, and now leading things off will be Mason Tafoya for the post 6 Sixers. How Cheyenne got here, they won a fairly one-sided game over Helena, Montana, back on night one, 7-1, and then dropped a 7-6 heartbreaker to Pocatello. You got to think that they want to see them again just yesterday, putting them in this loser out game today. First pitch to Tafoya, taken for a strike.
Tafoya comes in the game. He's 1 for 5, batting .200. Steps back in.
The 0-1 to the right-handed Mason Tafoya. Misses high, 1 ball, 1 strike from Brian Stefanos. Coulter McAnally stands on deck. Julian Romero in the hole. We'll talk about Romero and the type of tournament he has had offensively in a minute. This is Stefanos' first pitching appearance here at the AA Northwest Regional. Misses that one. 2 balls, 1 strike to Tafoya. No score on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Stefanos sets and the 2-1. Lefty versus righty misses away, and it's a 31 count to Mason Tafoya. Post 6. If they win this game, they'll play, or Lakeside Recovery, whoever wins, they'll play day 4. But this is the part of the bracket where they won't cross over, or they may cross over, actually, to avoid rematches. 3-1 on the way, misses down low, and it's a 5-pitch walk to Mason Tafoya. So here's the situation. If Cheyenne wins, they have already played Pocatello, so that means we would get a all-Wyoming semifinal tomorrow, no matter what the result of tonight's Pocatello-Gillette game is. If Bellevue wins, they've already played Gillette, so they would probably play Pocatello. But on the other side, you've got Portland and Fort Collins. Fort Collins has already played Cheyenne, and Portland has already played Pocatello. So it could get really, really interesting. We'll have a clearer picture at the end of this game on what could happen in that first game. As the first pitch to McAnally misses, actually hits the bottom part of the window, for strike 1.
It's a good breaking ball right there after struggling to find command with his fastball in that first at-bat. That breaking ball forces you to have to finish, as Stefanos did a great job finishing right there. 1
on, nobody down to Coulter McAnally as the next pitch misses inside. Great stop by Varga behind the dish for ball number 1. Runner on first is Mason Tafoya after working a leadoff 5-pitch walk.
Yeah, Stefanos is going to have to find that command for the fastball.
McAnally only 1 for 8 with a run scored in the tournament so far. The 1-1 on the way, swing and a miss for strike 2.
And there it is, a very good fastball in the outer third as McAnally swings through it. It's a real good spot to be for a left-handed pitcher.
So here's the 1-2 count to McAnally with Julian Romero on deck, Hayden Swain in the hole. The 1-2 on the way. Swing and a chopper down the third base line, caught by DeBrell. They'll go ahead and try to go to first, and he is in time for out number 1. It's a close play, but Colin McBride able to hang on to the ball as it took 1 bounce into his mitt for out number 1.
Good decision there by McBride. Wanted to go the short route to try to get the lead runner instead. Didn't think he had the chance. Gets the 1 out at first base. Talk about on a ground ball. If it's fielded, if you don't get it out, it is really crushing to your team.
Tafoya moves to scoring position on second base, and that sets up Julian Romero, who is having a heck of a tournament. 429 average in the 2 games that they've played so far. The first lefty versus lefty battle misses inside to Romero for ball 1. 3 of 7 with 2 runs scored. 3 doubles and 2 RBIs. So Romero finding the barrel of the bat pretty consistently here in Gillette.
Oh, this is all after going 0 in the first game.
Yeah.
As he had a day yesterday in the loss. Really a big part of that comeback for the Sixers team.
Cheyenne went down big. I believe it was a 5-run lead for Pocatello as the 1-0 misses outside. And Cheyenne worked their way back. Pocatello got 1 more run in the 6th. And Cheyenne, unfortunately, grounded into a game-ending double play as they had runners on the base paths. You know Ty Lane and company want another crack at that tough Pocatello Running Rebels team. The 2-0 misses away, and that is 3 balls, no strikes to Julian Romero with Hayden Swain on deck.
I can give Romero the green light here. Not going to hit into a double play. Should get a fastball middle cut.
And that one misses inside to Romero, and it's a 4-pitch walk. So all of Cheyenne's base runners in this one early have come via the walk. And now here's Hayden Swain, the first baseman, and, of course, your 2023 AA State Tournament MVP.
A couple schools of thought stepping into the batter's box. 4 straight misses. You got to think the pitcher's going to try to groove a fastball down the middle to get a strike. So some teams will force a strike to be taken. Others will try to ambush that first pitch. Let's see what Swain does here.
He's 1 for 5 in the tournament thus far. As Stefanos really taking his time, steps off. As Tafoya has been dancing around over on second for the last 2 batters.
And it kind of depends on the hitter. Swain, I think you want to ambush. You can get a fastball. He doesn't get very many fastballs first pitch.
First pitch to Swain. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
And he did. And Stefanos located that fastball very, very well.
Located in the low part of the zone. So no 1 count to Swain with Corey Williams on deck, Caden Anderson in the hole. The 0-1 on the way. Swing and a miss, and quickly Swain in an 0-2 hole with 1 down, 2 on. Romero on first, Tafoya on second, both working walks.
The idea of the lefty on the mound, you want to think right center. A lot of times batters will try to get too pull happy, thinking that ball is coming towards them, as you're unable to get to that pitch on the outside corner trying to pull it.
The 0-2 misses high and in, and it's a 1-2 count to Hayden Swain.
A breaking ball slipped out of his hand. You got to remember, it's pretty wet conditions here, as there's been a lot of rain in the forecast.
Swain has worked 2 walks in this tournament. And he'll step off. Stefanos steps off the mound. Kind of fakes a throw towards Tafoya at second, and we'll reset at 1-2. 1 down, and the pitch. Runner goes. That one's in the dirt. Bounces past Varga, and now Tafoya and Romero both advance.
I was just about to mention on that last pickoff move, Tafoya has picked something up because
it'll go down as a stolen base for Tafoya and both Romero. That'll now bring up a brand new situation for Hayden Swain with only 1 down and runners on second and third.
I was just about to mention, Tafoya has picked something up in Stefanos' delivery, as when he kicked a turn to go back, he was already at second base before Stefanos could even complete the inside move, and there he was off and running before the leg lift.
The 2-2. Fouled into the back screen, and we'll do it all over again.
Now, if you're Stefanos, that's a easy fix on the mound. You got to vary your times.
So, Tafoya stands on third. Romero stands on second. After the double steal. 2-2 on the way. Misses away, and it's a full count. What an at-bat here from Hayden Swain.
Yeah, he fell behind 0-2, and he's battled all the way back. Has an opportunity here. Ground ball, middle infield, scores the runner at third. Deep fly ball, same thing. Real good opportunity for a real good team at bat right here for Hayden Swain.
Corey Williams stands on deck. The full count offering. Inside, bases loaded for the Sixers.
That's a really good at bat for Swain, as we talked about him being the AA tournament or AA Wyoming State MVP. He stays within himself, as he got 2 really tough fastballs in the outside corner, then battled, drew a walk, and now he leaves it up to a teammate with the bases loaded.
Corey Williams, 333, 2 for 6 with a double and an RBI. Big chance to add to that total here, as it's 1 down, bases loaded for the right fielder. Right now, we just saw Varga just go talk with Stefanos over on the bump.
I like that. Try to calm Stefanos down.
Dangerous waters here for Lakeside Recovery in an elimination game. Bottom of the first, no score on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Runners loaded with Cheyenne. The first pitch to Williams. Down in the zone for a taken strike 1.
I like that visit from Varga just to calm Stefanos down. You are in trouble here in the first inning, but you get a ground ball at a middle infielder, you could be out of this inning in 1 pitch.
Stefanos with the 0-1. Swinging a fly ball into left field. Rundle can't get there. That's going to drop and bring in a whole bunch of bases. That's Bass Rundle. 2 runs come in, and it's a 2-run RBI double by Corey Williams. That'll put Swain over on third. And now Caden Anderson with a very similar situation, and it's 2-0 Cheyenne on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard with 1 down in the bottom of the first.
Great piece of hitting going the other way. We talked about wanting to go the other way for a righty. Same thing for a lefty, and Corey Williams does it masterfully there for a 2 RBI double.
First pitch misses inside to Anderson for ball 1. So Corey Williams stands on second. Hayden Swain 90 feet away from Caden Anderson with Nolan Horton on deck and Ethan Reisdorfer in the hole for post 6.
Well, good opportunity here for post 6 to open up the scoring early, as it took them a while last night to get their first run across, but when they did, they scored in bunches.
The 1-0. Up high and away for ball 2. It's kind of been a little bit of those feast or famine innings for post 6. Either they put up a crooked number or they struggled to get runs across, as was the case against Pocatello yesterday. Against Helena, they never felt like they were out of control of that game. The 2-0 on the way misses. 3-0 count. And Stefanos 1 ball away from loading the bases for Nolan Horton, who stands on deck. Good team at bat here by Caden Anderson.
Yeah, staying within himself. You know, the human nature is to want to try to swing at pitches and drive in both of those runs. But we talked about yesterday passing the baton, as that's typically a team's best offense.
So it'll probably be a red light, the same shade as the outline of the G here, right behind the plate at Gillette's Hladky Memorial, and that one is taken for a strike.
Even if he had the green light to swing there, that was a beautiful fastball in the inner third at the knees. You don't want to swing at that one.
The 3-1. Inside, and the bases are loaded again. So a 5-pitch walk puts Anderson on first. He'll join Williams as he's on second, Swain on third, and we're going to have a conversation between Rob Reese of Lakeside Recovery out of Bellevue, Washington, and his left-handed senior, Brian Stefanos. And it was not a long conversation at all.
Yeah, probably just mechanical talk. He's missed quite a bit low, it seems, as it's probably a release point issue. I got to imagine first pitch right here is probably going to be a breaking ball. Try to locate that release point.
Post 6 has got him loaded again for the second time in this inning, as they send Nolan Horton, who's the 7th batter in this bottom of the first for Cheyenne. 2-0 post 6 with 1 down, bases loaded to Horton. First pitch from Stefanos misses away from the righty for ball 1.
You got to locate it here. I mean, there's 1 hit in the inning. It's been a lot of self-inflicted wounds for Lakeside Recovery here.
And the 1-0. High there. 2 balls, no strikes. Horton in a ideal count with bases loaded. Nolan, by the way, 600 in the tournament, 3 for 5. Definitely not one of the hottest bats here, and not one you want to go down 0-2 to. But yet, here's the 2-0, and that one finds the zone for strike 1 as Horton takes it.
I don't know if Horton had the green light or didn't like the pitch, or if they're trying to force Spanos to throw a strike right now because he's struggling with command, but I do like that take. It just didn't seem like a pitch you could really do a whole lot with, and on the outside corner, the worst thing you can do right now with the bases loaded is roll over to the shortstop for a double play.
Stefanos, the left-handed senior from Lakeside Recovery, delivers to Horton, the right-handed center fielder, down low for ball 3. So a 31 count to Nolan Horton.
We've talked about the turf being quick and allowing the ball to get through the infield. It also allows the ball to get to the middle infielders quicker. Therefore, there has been, I think, more double plays turned than there would be on a normal grass field.
The sophomore from Cheyenne East takes ball 4, and a run comes in for post 6, and it is 3-0 Cheyenne. Moving Williams over to third, Anderson to second. I'll now bring up Ethan Reisdorfer.
We're going to get pitching change first.
And, yep, that's going to do it for Stefanos as post 6 has chased the starter out. And we'll take a break. You're tuned in to the 2023 Northwest AA Regional Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When you get to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. Best Western Dunmar Inn, Evanston.
I'm Officer Kevin Malatesta, Public Information Officer for the Cheyenne Police Department. Cheyenne Police Department, for the May mobilization, is really looking for people who aren't seat belted in their cars. It's a secondary violation in Wyoming, but as we make traffic stops for speeding, cell phones, whatever it may be, we're going to be looking to make sure that people have their seat belts on. As we've gone over, seat belts do save lives, and way too many people in Wyoming aren't wearing them. We want to make sure that people get home safely, get to see their families again. So if they're involved in a car accident and that seatbelt is on, there's a much higher likelihood of that person making it through that accident, making it through without injuries even. When we have crashes without seatbelts, the consequences are much more severe.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uinta County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Early mornings, tired muscles, pride, and grit. At Varsity Inc., we know how much work goes into building competitive teams. We work hard providing the gear you need to celebrate the teams you love. Be your athlete's big fan and apparel from Varsity Inc. Come in today, 926 Main Street, Evanston.
Andrew Stevens, the new pitcher for Lakeside Recovery. He is a junior, 6 foot, 165 pounds from Issaquah High School. He'll face off against Ethan Reisdorfer with the bases loaded as Brian Stefanos will move to right field. First pitch inside to Reisdorfer for ball one. I think for a second, the way Reisdorfer reacted, he thought it might have hit him for a second, but he almost looked relieved that he's going to get a chance to swing the bat, as they said no, it didn't. 1-0 from Stevens to Reisdorfer. Swing in a foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ethan Reisdorfer, 0 for 3 in the tournament. Started 1 game and has played in that 1 game. You've got Cade Coates on deck. Then you turn it back over to the top of the lineup and Mason Tafoya in the hole with only 1 down. 3 runs on 1 hit so far for post 6. The 1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
Reisdorfer, a late addition to the starting lineup with the lefty on the mound. Very interesting that he doesn't even get to face the lefty once, as he was added to the lineup for that reason.
The 1-2 on the way. Breaking ball misses high. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's a good take. I've always felt the toughest pitch to control out of the bullpen is that breaking ball.
And if you're Cheyenne right now, you're looking at trying to build a pretty good lead. Maybe get Coulter McAnally out of here early enough to bring him back Sunday if needed. Of course, you got to win this game at all costs. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and Reisdorfer goes down for out number 2.
Yeah, it's putting the cart before the horse a little bit. It's only a 3-0 lead. This Lakeside Recovery team is definitely capable of putting up 3 runs.
I'll now bring up Cade Coates, the shortstop. 2 for 6 with a run scored and an RBI in the tournament thus far. Pitch from Stevens, fouled away for strike 1.
Ninth man to bat in the inning, matching his number 9 on the back of his jersey as Cheyenne bats around here in the bottom of the first.
14 pitches thrown by Coulter McAnally in that opening inning. As Stevens comes set around the belt. And the 0-1 to Cade Coates. Swing and a fly ball into right field, hooking into foul territory, and that is indeed where it will land. So an 0-2 count to Coates with 2 down and bases loaded. Third time that Cheyenne has had the bases loaded. First time was when Corey Williams brought in a 2-run RBI double, and then a Nolan Horton bases loaded walk. The 0-2 misses away from the right-handed hitting Cade Coates for ball 1. Coates, a sophomore at Cheyenne East High School, going into his junior year. The 1-2 on the way. Swing and a fly ball deep left field. Rundle retreats back and makes a fine sliding catch for out number 3. And the inning is over, but let's see that on the My Local Rodeo replay. Of course, live streaming high school rodeo coming this fall, starting in Utah, but a deep hit by Coates, but a great play by Rundle with the sliding grab for out number 3. And we're off to the second. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Northwest Tournament, live on MyLocalRadio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette. Here on MyLocalRadio.com, also appearing on K-Ray.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
Definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe. I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family. I buckle up, keeps me safe. Go Pups, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
First pitch to Preston Crockett is a swing and a miss from Coulter McAnally, who steps onto the mound to begin inning number 2 with a 3-0 lead on the Heritage Auto Evanston scoreboard. Next pitch is fouled away, and it's a quick 0-2 count to Preston Crockett. Crockett 1 for 5 with a run scored and 2 RBIs in the tournament. A 1-2 on the way, and a fly ball into left field. Romero ranges over, but instead it'll be Horton in center, who makes the catch in center left for out number 1.
A little more on that catch from Rundle the last inning. Great jump, as it's hard to get going in this wet grass. You kind of feel like you're I called it Fred Flintstoning yesterday, but like how Fred Flintstone, when he drives the car, his feet kind of stutter at first, and then they go. It's hard to get going in this wet grass.
Foul ball to start it off to Jacob Freer. Every time you said Fred Flintstoning, I'm thinking of like the whole spinning in your wheels not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Yeah. 0-1 count to Jacob Freer.
Much better way to put it.
The pitch. Breaking ball, wicked, starts away from the lefty and comes in and shatters the window for strike 2. Great looking pitch there for Coulter McAnally. The 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 3. McAnally pitched 14 pitches in inning number 1. He's already got 2 down. Post 6 out there in their navy blue uniforms. Sixers in red fought across the chest. Swing and a miss by Colin McBride for strike one. Lakeside recovery from Bellevue, Washington. White uniforms, green numerals. The 0-1 on the way. Swing and a fly ball into center field. Horton gets a jump on it, makes a running catch for a quick out number 3. And we've got an instant replay on that one. Aaron Poling, take us through it.
Yeah, I mean, McAnally goes so quickly on the mound that our replay caught us stepping into the box. Also, ball's hit so hard that we get that much time. But a great jump by Horton out in center field as he gets on his horse to make the fine running catch.
9 pitches and McAnally's out of the inning. It's 3-0 Cheyenne on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Regional Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Andrew Stevens back on the mound to begin his first full inning of work, and he'll start at the top of the order. Want to give a quick shout out to Larry Proetti and the crew at K-Ray in Cheyenne, where that is also carrying this game. So big thank you to them for reaching out and allowing us to broadcast this game to you and giving us the chance to fill in for the great Larry Proetti. If you've never heard his game, Aaron, he's up there with Scott Mangold. Those guys that we talk about a lot. So it is an honor to be filling in for him. Here's Mason Tafoya, worked a 5-pitch walk to lead off the first, and he'll see the first pitch from Stevens inside to the right-hander for ball 1.
Yeah, those My Local Rodeo replays got to sound weird for those listening on K-Ray.
Yeah, 1-0 swing and a fly ball into foul territory off the third base line, and it'll drop over the roof of the third base dugout, which houses the Cheyenne Sixers. So 1-1 count to Mason Tafoya.
Lakeside recovery needs to put up zeros. It's going to be tough to come back, especially against a pitcher like Colter McAnally. But if you continue to put up zeros, you're going to have a much better shot.
1-1 on the way. Foul ball for strike 2. Going into this inning, Stevens threw 9 pitches and I think recorded 2/3 of an inning. It took Colter McAnally 9 pitches to get through the entire second inning as he sits at 23. Swinging a fly ball, popped up into shallow center right field. Crockett, the second baseman, ranges back and just brings in the pop fly for out number 1.
Good play by Crockett, getting back, getting underneath it. But what I love, though, is he called for the ball so loudly that I could hear him through my headset on the crowd mic that is sitting probably almost nearly a half mile away. Of course, I'm kidding.
Here's Colter McAnally, who grounded out to third base last time up, but he's been very effective on the mound, as we've talked about.
But if we can hear it up here, there's no doubt the shortstop and the center fielder can hear it.
Stevens, the 0-1 to McAnally. Swing and a hard hit ball in the gap between second and third base, and McAnally is on with a 1-out single.
Just a good piece of hitting right there from McAnally. He put something hard in play, finds the hole. Now he's on first, where we talked about yesterday. He's got good wheels over there. His legs can be a weapon.
He came around and scored as part of that, I believe it was the 6th inning against Pocatello. And I think he scored from first or second. It was a long run. I vividly remember him running back and his helmet kind of hanging off the back of his head. As he'll now see Julian Romero. First pitch, McAnally goes for second. He is in fairly easy with a stolen base.
Good slide there by McAnally. Has a real good throw, too. As I got to imagine the pop time on that was pretty quick. McAnally slid to the back of the base, though. If you're a base runner watching at home, you want to slide away from where the fielder is. That way, the tag takes a little bit longer to get to you.
That first pitch called a strike to Julian Romero. The one on the way. Swing and a line drive into left field, but it's hooking foul. Strike 2.
So I'm sure that ball is going to have to be taken out of rotation for a bit, as I don't imagine. The grass probably holds more water than the turf.
Probably. Of course, we mentioned it earlier, but for those just joining us, Hladky Memorial Stadium, artificial infield leading to a all-natural grass outfield. As Stevens comes set, the 0-2 misses low. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Julian Romero with Hayden Swain on deck and Corey Williams in the hole.
Yeah, I really like that 0-2 pitch from Stevens there as a breaking ball that started as middle of the plate, started about, I'd say, knee-high, breaks to the ground, trying to induce a chase. Not too good of a pitch, 0-2.
The righty to lefty inside, gets away from Varga. McAnally's going to jog to third on the wild pitch.
And what we mean by not too good of a pitch, 0-2, is the pitcher being way ahead. You don't want to just groove something over the plate that the hitter can hit just because you are in control. In fact, some major league teams fine their pitchers for allowing 0-2 hits.
Really? I would imagine major league fine and team fines are pretty interesting. The 2-2 on the way to Romero misses inside. Great grab by Varga as he could sense that was slipping away. Is able to smother it. Keep McAnally at third, but it's a full count to Romero, who worked a 4-pitch walk last time.
It's more of the fine goes into the team fund, and then they use that type of money for team dinners and stuff, not like the team gets
3-2, hit hot down the first base line, in and out of the chest of McBride. Picked up by Stefanos at second. He underhands it to first for the out. But meanwhile, Coulter McAnally scores. So it goes down as a 3-4-3 because it was handled by the first baseman. But it's an RBI for Romero, making it 4-0. Post 6.
You know, it's a great job by Crockett, not taking anything for granted, moving over towards the ball as it ricochets off to him. He's there to complete the out.
First pitch to Hayden Swain, taken low for a ball. Crockett, of course, the second baseman, not Stefanos. Stefanos is actually over in right field. First pitch to Swain after the 1-0. Turns 2 balls, no strikes. Corey Williams 1 for 1 on deck, and Caden Anderson, who worked a walk in the hole, as walks were definitely the theme of the inning for Cheyenne. Next one misses high and in, and it's a 3-0 count to Swain.
Yeah, to finish that thought on the fines, they're not like penal fines, like a team coming down on someone for behavior. They're more just ways to group money so that the team can go do things on the road.
3-0 finds the outside part of the zone like for strike 1. Kind of like your old swear jar.
Yeah, as I say, exactly. in the NHL, they call it putting money on the board.
3-1 on the way. Catches the bottom part of the zone for strike 2 as Swain watches that one fall into the glove of Varga. And it's a full count to Hayden Swain.
Yeah, I've never been around a swear jar. I'd be one poor man if I was.
The payoff to Swain. Swinging a chop foul down the third base line, and we do it all over again. 4 runs on 2 hits for Cheyenne.
Swain has really battled in his 2 plate appearances. Of course, he drew the walk last time up after falling behind 0-2.
All 3-2 on the way. Another full pitch walk for Hayden Swain. So the full count walk for the second time today puts him on first. Now that'll bring up Corey Williams, who had that big 2-run RBI double to get us started in the first.
And you know, Swain, he had a couple of home runs, a lot of real big hits, hit 500 in that 2023 AA Wyoming State Championship game, or tournament, excuse me. Not had the bat as hot here, but he's staying within himself. I have to really like that.
3 Wyoming teams will be competing in the Northwest Regionals throughout the Northwest part. Of course, 2 of them right here in Gillette as the first pitch is taken high for ball 1. Stevens comes set, delivers the 1-0. Chopper in the gap between first and second. Heading for second is going to be Swain. And Corey Williams with a 2-hit ball game after the single.
Yeah, seeing the ball really well today.
As mentioned, 3 teams will be, Wyoming teams will be playing in Northwest Regionals. 2 of them here in Gillette, of course. your Poach 6 right now. Gillette in the winner's bracket game tonight. But the Single A state champion, Pal Pioneers, start their journey at the Single A Northwest Regional in Havre, Montana today at 1 o'clock. Pitch down low for a ball to Caden Anderson. Gillette, of course, will be playing the Pocatello Running Rebels. And that'll be taking place a little bit later on. 1-0, swinging a foul ball to Anderson. So 1 ball, 1 strike as that one goes into right field foul. But the schedule for this tournament is 30 minutes after the final out is recorded is when the next game will start. And our next game is Portland Barbers versus Rocky Mountain Lobos out of Fort Collins, Colorado. And it's the 1-1. Hits. Did not hit the runner and actually came off of the glove, I believe, of Varga. And the runners all advance. Pass ball is the official call. So runners on second and third. Of course, Gillette will be playing Pocatello. And then over in Havre, Montana, Powell will be playing Redmond Sun West, Oregon. Anderson fouls that one off, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 down and 2 on here in the bottom of the second. But a 4-0 lead for Cheyenne Post 6. Tuned in on mylocalradio.com and our friends listening on K-Ray. The 2-2 to Anderson. Inside, and it's a full count. Don't load the bases for Norland Horton if you're Andrew Stevens.
That was a real great at-bat here from Anderson. I mean, very similar to his first at-bat. Drew a walk first time up.
Drew a 5-pitch walk last time. And this one, chopper hit at the shortstop. Throw is in time to end the inning. So a good play there by Freer to get it over to McBride. And that is going to do it for the inning. So 1 run comes in on 2 hits. And it's 4-0 Cheyenne. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Regional State Tournament, live here on mylocalradio.com, also with our friends at K-Ray in Cheyenne. Presented by Signature Real Estate Group.
The best trips away from
Gillette.
home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Trust, hard work, and experience is what you'll find at Brian's Muffler Shop in Evanston. Quality work, great price. Brian's Muffler is the perfect fit for oil changes, stock and performance mufflers, and Anderson hitches and accessories. Call Brian's Muffler today, 789-7021.
Coulter McAnally, 23 pitches through 2 innings pitched. He'll now take on the bottom half of the order. Trent Varga, Carter DeBrell, and Andrew Stevens, the 7, 8, 9 batters for Lakeside Recovery. Coached, of course, by Rob Reese. Assistant coaches, Brad Files, Todd Reese, and Tyler Reese. And the bat boy for Lakeside Recovery, Larger Little.
If you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, and for the listeners at K-Ray, I really like what McAnally just did right there. Is the ball was thrown into the outfield, and there's more water held up in the grass than there is in the turf. So he just gets rid of that ball, gets a new one, because you don't want to start the inning with the wet baseball, slip one out and then plunk a batter, and suddenly you're in the hole having to work from the stretch after one pitch because it slipped out of your hand.
First pitch to the leadoff man, Varga, in there for a strike. Aaron, when we got here today, it was that kind of Pacific Northwest constant drizzle that was falling from the sky. It was raining, but not the usual Wyoming rain that you expect, as that one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike to Varga. But it was kind of that kind of steady mist coming down. It seems to have calmed down now. Chopper, the first baseman, brought in by Swain on the chest-high bounce, and he steps on the bag for the 3 unassisted. McAnally was over there covering the play, actually bumped hips with Swain after the play.
That's why you gotta communicate. Oh, no, I take that back. It wasn't bumped hits as in run into each other. I think that was more of just teammates being teammates.
First pitch misses down low to Carter Dubrell.
But you want to communicate if you're the first baseman, hey, I got it. So that way there aren't collisions at first base. So I think they did a very good job there.
1-0 on the way. Misses. 2 balls. No strikes to Dubrell. McAnally, of course, the future Utah Ute. Just graduated from Cheyenne East High School. 2-0. Misses low for 3 balls, no strikes. At the beginning of the basketball season, was part of that Cheyenne East team that went on to win the 4A state title. 3-0, finds the zone for strike 1. But suffered, I believe it was a wrist injury towards the opening half of the season. Sidelined him for a little bit as that one is hit hard down the first base line. And Lakeside recovery as their first hit. It's a single by Carter Dubrell.
It's a real good piece of hitting there from Dubrell as he just went with where the pitch was, didn't do too much, and shot it in between the first baseman and the second baseman for the first hit of the game for this Washington team.
Here's Andrew Stevens, the pitcher. But finishing that thought, I mean, McAnally just an all-around athlete, and he was showing it.
Sure.
All day.
Ty Lane, manager of the Sixers, was holding his breath when he found out about the injury.
The entire Wyoming baseball community was holding their breath when they heard about that. He seems to have bounced back very, very well. Had another amazing campaign. 0-1 start to Andrew Stevens with the pitcher versus pitcher matchup. The 0-1. Beautiful breaking ball. Started inside to the right-hander, then nips the window on the right side. The 0-2. Check swing. Did he go? Yep, he did. And it's a strikeout swinging, and it's the third for McAnally with 2 down, 1 on. Here's Callan Rundle.
That was back-to-back breaking balls there to the hitter Stevens, but McAnally started the first one high, broke it low. That one he starts about the belt, breaks it out of the zone. It's a real good pitch with 2 strikes.
McAnally from the third base side of the rubber. First pitch lifted into center left field. It will be Horton who ranges over and makes the grab for out number 3. So that is no runs on 1 hit, and it's still 4-0 Cheyenne going into the bottom of the 4th. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Regional Tournament live on K-Ray and mylocalradio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette.
I'm Kendall Roberts with the Wyoming Seatbelt Coalition. Whether your car is a classic car or a new one, buckle up every time. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Back at Gillette's Hladky Memorial Stadium, Elan, Olliff, and Aaron Pullen come to you live on mylocalradio.com and, of course, on our friends at K-Ray in Cheyenne. As Post 6 Sixers from the capital city lead it 4-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. It will be the 7-8-9 batters, Nolan Horton, Ethan Reisdorfer, and Cade Coates for Cheyenne. Horton worked a bases-loaded walk last time up. First pitch to Horton from Stevens, fouled over the first base dugout. That houses Lakeside recovery for strike one. It was Horton's bases loaded walk that chased off the starter, Brian Stefanos. Next pitch to Horton, inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Portland Barbers and the Rocky Mountain Lobos from Fort Collins will be the next game up, 30 minutes after this one. As that one was a check swing foul down the first base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nolan Horton.
Yeah, Horton just wasn't quite committed to that swing. Unfortunately for him, though, the bat was right there.
1-2 on the way. Misses just away for ball 2. So it's a 2 ball, 2 count to Nolan Horton.
As a hitter, that kind of makes your stomach churn when it's a clear ball and you check swing and it catches a little bit of the bat.
2-2, fouled off into right field. And we'll do it all over again. Stevens. Tall righty delivers to Horton. Misses high and in for ball 3. Full count to Horton.
It's a good adjustment there from Horton, as that's about the same location as the pitch he check swing fouled off. Instead, doesn't go through.
3-2, swing and a chopper rolling towards Freer at shortstop. Throw to first in time for out number 1. So the 6-3 putout brings up Ethan Reisdorfer, who struck out swinging. He was the first batter to greet Stevens in the game. So now Stevens has seen post 6 from top to bottom, or maybe even more valuable, post 6 has seen Stevens. First pitch to Reisdorfer, check swing, but it doesn't matter. It's in there for strike 1.
It's probably a good hold-up on that swing. You don't want to mess your timing up by swinging at a breaking ball, especially if you're not sitting breaking ball.
0-1 on the way. Swing and a miss at a fastball for strike 2. That was one of those here it is, see if you can catch it type pitches from Stevens as he kicks the 0-2 and a foul ball. And that looked like it might have come off the mask of Varga. So the home plate umpire, Nick Stevens, is going to waltz out there and talk with Andrew Stevens. Our umpiring crew today, it's Nick Stevens behind the plate, Pat Zink at first, Phil Schlosser at second, and Josh Henwood at third base.
4-man crew here on day 3.
An 0-2 count to Ethan Reisdorfer. As he steps into the batter's box. The 0-2 on the way. Up high and in, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's a good spot moving the ball around different quadrants.
The 1-2 from Stevens. Swing and a foul ball, hooking over the third base line, and that one actually leaves the complex. Jettisons that one out of play.
Yeah, if you're Stevens on the mound, if you have anything slower than that, probably go to that right here.
1-2 to Reisdorfer. Swing and a miss. They had to look at it on the check swing, but it goes down as a strikeout swinging, and that's 2 down for Cade Coates.
That is a really good pitch after your fastball gets drilled, probably for a home run foul. If it was straightened out, you come with that curveball out of the zone. A hitter, after hitting the ball that far, is going to want to be aggressive, and you use that aggressiveness against him to get the out.
First pitch to Coates. Shows bunt, but it's in there for a strike.
Yeah, the third baseman, Dubrell, was back pretty far, as he's going to play even with the bag now here after the squared-up bunt attempt.
Mason Tafoya stands on deck. The 0-1 to Coates inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 2 down, 1-1 count to Cade Coates. Kicks and deals. Catches the high part of the zone for strike 1. Next one Misses away. Good stop there by Varga. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Coates.
Now, kids, you want to be a catcher. You take a foul ball off the mask last at-bat. This at-bat, you're diving to your right to take it off the chest.
2-2 on the way. Another foul ball, and we'll do it all over again. So, the 2-2 to Coates. Inside for a full count.
This post 6 lineup out of Cheyenne, they've done a great job grinding out all of their at-bats. There's not very many easy at-bats for the Lakeside pitchers.
And a full count walk to Cade Coates as that one misses away from the right-hander. And that'll bring up Mason Tafoya with 1 on and 2 down here in the top of the 3rd inning.
Cardinal sitting right there, walking the 9-hitter. Now I got to face the top of the Cheyenne order with a runner on base. Not a fun task.
Second crack at it for Tafoya. Worked a 5-pitch walk back in the first. Popped out to the second baseman last time up. Throw back to first to check up on Coates, and he's back standing up, no problem. Coulter McAnally stands on deck, and Julian Romero in the hole. That one down low and misses for a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes to Mason Tafoya. He showed bunt but pulled back.
Yeah, second straight batter, first pitch bunt. So they're trying to draw the third baseman, DeBrell, closer, see if they can sneak one by him.
The 1-0 from Stevens to Tafoya. No, throw back to first. And back there is Coates. So we'll reset.
With this turf and how fast the ball moves, if you can try to take away a couple steps out of the range of that third baseman, makes it a little easier offensively.
The 1-0 hit in the gap between second and third. Going towards second is Coates, and Tafoya has a single. I'll now bring up Coulter McAnally, who's 1 for 2 with a ground out to third and a single and a run scored back in the second.
And as we say that, ground ball past the third baseman. Don't know if he would have got there, in all honesty, at normal depth. But, it's a good thought, as it's brought DeBrell in a couple steps each time as he's back behind the base now for McAnally. See if Coulter does the same thing.
And the pitch to McAnally. Swing and a miss at a fastball for strike 1.
And tried to turn this one into a 7-run game with 1 swing. Has the ability to do so. If you're going to first pitch swing, might as well.
The 0-1 to McAnally misses away for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strikes to Coulter McAnally. No matter what, Pocatello and Gillette will be playing tomorrow. But for Bellevue, Cheyenne, Portland, and Fort Collins, you have to win your games to keep going as McAnally fouls that one away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So a runner on second is Cade Coates. Worked a walk. Tafoya stands on first with a single with 2 down. Inning started with a ground out to short by Nolan Horton and then a strikeout by Ethan Reisdorfer. The 1-2 to McAnally. Swing and lifts that one in the infield. Shortstop Freer ranges over and makes the catch on the pop fly. So that's the end of the inning. No runs come in on 1 hit. It's still 4-0 Cheyenne. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament on K-Ray, live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions, 133 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Coulter McAnally out there for inning number 4, and a 4-run lead for Cheyenne over the Lakeside recovery team out of Bellevue, Washington, the Washington AA state champs. Ryan Gillard will lead things off with Brian Stefanos on deck and Preston Crockett in the hole. All a combined 0 for 3. First pitch misses down low for a ball to Gillard.
There's a lot of 0 for so far. 1 hit against McAnally.
Next pitch, swing and a foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Rylan Gillard.
Just kind of some gossip up here in the broadcast booth, the Union broadcast, that booth that is in between innings. Just talking about whether McAnally is going to go.
1-1. Check swing. He went around. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
So whether McAnally is going to go past, this inning or past the next pitch limit.
1-2. Misses away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sounds like 45 would be what they need to keep him around in order to bring him back on Sunday. Comes in with 35 into this inning. The next pitch fouled off, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Gillard.
Yeah, there's nobody warming up down in the pen, so. But that doesn't mean they couldn't possibly go to Romero, the lefty out in left field.
You've also got a whole bunch of options there as that one finds the zone, and going down looking is Gillard on the high corner of the zone. Check this out on the My Local Rodeo replay.
Yeah, just a nice breaking ball here from McAnally. As it starts above the zone, comes in, catches the belt for strike 3.
I'll bring up Brian Stefanos, who flew out to left field last time up. The righty versus lefty matchup begins. First pitch catches the bottom part of the zone for strike 1. So pulling back in is Stefanos. 0-1 count. McAnally kicks and deals. This one a light ball hit along the first base line. Barehanded by Anderson over to first in time for out number 1. Caden Anderson, the catcher, showing some calm, cool, collected skills there.
That's a great job by Anderson. What he did really well there is he got off the baseline to give himself a lane to throw to first base. Teams, they'll talk about it during probably spring training, whether they want to go inside or outside on that base path, depending on where the ball is. It was a great job giving himself a lane to throw.
2 down to Preston Crockett. First one misses away from the right-handed second baseman for ball 1. 1-0 on the way. Down low, 2 balls, no strikes. All eyes on that third base dugout to see at what point, if Ty Lane comes out. The 2-0 on the way. Inside, 3 balls, no strikes. And the 3-0 to Crockett. Catches the bottom part of the zone for strike 1. Three-1 on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 2, and after going down 3-0, McAnally worked his way back into it.
According to Game Changer, McAnally's 46th pitch.
Swing and a fly ball, and that will go foul, so we'll do it over again. McAnally with the 3-2. Foul ball again. So they might be committing themselves to McAnally for this game. Of course, this is a game you've got to win if you want to move on if you're post 6.
And so it doesn't matter Sunday if you're eliminated today.
3-2 on the way. Misses, and a full count walk to Preston Crockett. I'll now bring up Jacob Freer. So still locked and loaded for Coach Lane if they need him is Julian Romero, Blake Peterson, Lewis Clark. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Sorry. Julian Romero, Peyton Seeley, Andrew Thompson, Jaden Moore, Marcus George, Caden Guerrero, and, of course, the AA Pitcher of the Year, Bradley Freezer. As the 1-0 to Fear. Freer on the way, misses high. 2 balls, no strikes. So 2 down, 1 on, and here comes Coach Ty Lane. And judging from the reaction of McAnally as the ball came out, he's getting a little bit frustrated with himself.
That's a good mound visit. Just let him reset. Just remind him that we're in the 4th inning. You've allowed 1 hit. You allowed a walk. That's all right. Just reset, regroup. He hasn't really had a pitch from the stretch real often today.
2 down. Just get this final out and let's get the bats going again. So this is McAnally's game.
Well, for Lakeside recovery, I'm going to try to continue to grind out at bats.
Corey Williams also has not made a pitching performance yet for post 6 in this tournament as that one misses away. So Ty Lane looking pretty good with potential pitching options in this tournament should Cheyenne continue.
It's got options. There's plenty of arms to go around.
4-pitch walk to Jacob Freer. So back-to-back walks allowed by McAnally. Now just go out there and see what you can do if you are the Lakeside recovery team out of Bellevue, Washington. Tying run on deck. But first they got to get Colin McBride on.
I like to see McAnally get rid of the slide step. I'd like to see him go from a more traditional leg kick.
Next pitch misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. You're right. McAnally delivers with the slide step right there.
A little easier to get your balance when you lift your leg.
Come set. The 1-0. Swing and a miss at a fastball for strike 1. And it looks like we've got some movement in the Cheyenne bullpen as that one is fouled away for strike 2. Braden Pearson into the Cheyenne bullpen right now. We'll see if anything comes of that. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Colin McBride with 2 down, runners on first and second for Lakeside recovery. And the 1-2. Beautiful breaking ball in the zone for a backwards K to end the inning. So no runs come in, 2 walks, and it is still 4-0 post 6 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament live on mylocalradio.com. Also with our friends at K-Ray, brought to you by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Bottom of the 4th inning, and it'll be the middle of the order. Romero, Swain, and Williams due up for Cheyenne. As Romero worked a walk, then grounded out to the first baseman last time up. Post 6 up 4-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Elan off and Aaron Pulling coming to you live from Hladky Memorial Stadium in Gillette. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And a day that started kind of dreary, but it has cleared up a little bit. Romero sends this one into center field. Retreating back and over the head of Gullard. Romero rounds first, heads for second, and he's in with a stand-up double.
That hardest fly ball to judge is the one that is directly at you as the center fielder Gullard makes a key mistake. Cardinal sin, comes in first instead of going back on the ball.
One of those hits that might have surprised him how far it got up. Not sure the elevation of Bellevue, but if it's like Washington, it could be closer to sea level than we are here. And the ball just takes off at elevation here. And that might have been something that might have been a routine fly with what he's used to, the way he came forward. But the way that ball just kept going and going as the first one misses down low to Swain for ball 1. That seemed to catch him a little bit by surprise, Aaron.
Absolutely. It's talked about in Major League Baseball how the ball flies at, Coors Field in Denver. Add about 2,000 feet of elevation to that. That's what it is here.
1-0 on the way. Misses for ball 1.
It was one of the things that surprised me most about moving out here is just how much the ball will carry sometimes.
Taking his time, Stevens delivers the 2-0 away. And it's ball 3. Yeah, 4,554 feet above sea level is Gillette, Wyoming, Bellevue, Washington.
I guess technically Gillette's not as high up as I thought it was, but still, the ball carries as much.
Is 85 feet above sea level. So 3-0 on the way, and that one misses. And another walk worked by post 6.
Walk brings up number 16, right fielder, Corey Williams.
It's good at bat there. From Swain. We got a bear down here.
As he'll step off the mound. So, yeah, when you look at the 4,000-foot elevation difference, that really does kind of make you adjust your game a little bit more if you are this Bellevue, Washington team, as that one misses.
Lost in all of that was that it was another Julian Romero double.
Yeah. That's a great point. As that is Romero's 4th double of the tournament. Chopper at the third baseman. DeBrill throws to first for out number 1. Runners all advance, and now you've got Romero on third, Swain on first, and Williams thrown out on the 5-3 putout. Here's Caden Anderson, the catcher.
It's a nice de facto swinging bunt there from Williams. Not exactly what he wanted to do, but, you move both those runners along. It makes grounding out feel a lot less, it takes the sting out of grounding out a lot more.
On mylocalradio.com, 30 minutes after this game ends, we'll have the Portland Barbers taking on the Rocky Mountain Lobos out of Fort Collins in our second of 2 elimination games. And then 30 minutes after that one ends, we'll have the winner's bracket game between the Pocatello Running Rebels from Pocatello, Idaho, and the surprise team of the tournament, the home-standing Gillette Riders, who are both undefeated. The 1-0 on the way. Swing, and that one down into shallow right field. Here comes Romero. Here comes Swain, and it's a 2-run RBI single by Caden Anderson.
That's a great piece of hitting right there from Anderson.
Check it out on the My Local Rodeo replay. Just a great piece of hitting, as you would say, Aaron Pulling.
As he pitch on the outside corner, takes it to right field, drops it over the second baseman's head with that infield in. You know, it's real tempting to swing the bat harder, but instead he just stays within himself and just floats it over the second baseman's head, picks up 2 RBIs.
6-0 Cheyenne, and we got a pitching change coming up. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Regional Tournament, live with our friends at K-Ray and live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Napa know-how isn't just for guys like this. Power tools. Every driver deserves quality parts. Practical. And cool. So you can do it yourself with Napa Auto Parts or get it done for you at a Napa Auto Care Center. Which means Napa know-how is for you, karaoke car lady. And never popped a hood guy.
I can pop a hood.
You too, Mr. Park a mile away. Oh yeah. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
Covalos, your one-stop farm and auto shop.
Helping young people grow into productive adults is like putting a puzzle together. Each aspect of life is equal to one puzzle piece. Restful sleep, a healthy breakfast, a positive experience at home before school sets the tone for the whole day. Positive student interaction with teachers, district staff, coaches, and peers all add to the puzzle. At Uinta County School District Number 6, we work hard to make each puzzle piece meaningful and powerful for every student. By working together, we can help every student grow into a masterpiece. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
Hey there, I'm Jake Major, your local Medicare and insurance benefits advisor for the Bullock Agency of Wyoming. With over 25 years of experience protecting families in rural America, we understand the importance of having affordable insurance coverage. Whether you're searching for extra coverage or looking to understand and switch your Medicare options, I can help you find a range of top-rated insurance companies and tailor-made packages based on your needs. Call me, Jake Major, today at 307-209-4685 and let's discuss your insurance options. We're the Bullock Agency of Wyoming when benefits matter.
Hudson Carvalho, the new pitcher for Lakeside Recovery. First pitch to Nolan Horton, fouled away for strike one. So 2 in on the RBI single by Caden Anderson that chases Andrew Stevens out. We'll give you his pitching numbers in a minute. Carvalho with the pitch, 0-1, just misses for ball one. Six-0 Cheyenne on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard, as that one is fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nolan Horton. Well, Stefanos went a third of an inning, allowed 1 hit, 3 runs. They were all earned. 5 walks, no strikeouts. Stevens goes 3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, but we can't discount the single as he is responsible for Caden Anderson on first. The 1-1 fouled away by Horton. McAnally, on the other hand, has gone 4 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 walks to 5 strikeouts.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those starts for Stefanos where it seems like the ball just wasn't coming out of his hand very well, and he couldn't really find the command for his fastball.
The 1-2 to Horton misses away. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 down and 1 on. 2 in already for post 6 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Trying to punch their ticket for day 4 of the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament. Throw to first to check up on Anderson. He's back, no problem.
I know they took Stefanos out in time, so that way if they do make it to Sunday, he'll be able to go again and give an opportunity to really show the pitcher that he is here, as it just kind of seemed like an off day.
The 2-2, runner goes, swing and a chopper down the third baseline, brought in by DeBrell. Throw to first in time for out number 2. So 5-3 put out for the second time in this inning, but it does move Anderson over to second. And I'll now bring up Ethan Reisdorfer, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. The two teams that have been eliminated so far were Helena, Montana, as they lost a 4-3 extra innings game to Portland, and Eagle River, Alaska, losing a 13-3 game to this Lakeside Recovery team. First pitch misses for a ball to Reisdorfer. 1-0 on the way. Inside, 2 balls, no strikes to Reisdorfer. Game 1 of 3 that we have for you on mylocalradio.com. So, as the 2-0 on the way. No, he actually will step off to keep an eye on Anderson.
We got breaking news from the sports world. Oregon and Washington moving to the Big Ten.
Wow. 2-0 on the way. Catches the zone for strike 1. I wonder when that goes into effect.
We'll find out more, but we just kind of heard that. We don't want to bring you the year and not really know, but we just kind of heard that through the rumor mill up here in the Union broadcast booth.
2-1 on the way. This one up the middle. Great grab by Freer at short. Throw to first inside for out number 3. So 2 runs come in on 2 hits, 1 walk, no errors, and it's 6-0 Cheyenne. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament, live with our friends at K-Ray and online at mylocalradio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette.
Light up your world with built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, EAS, and our brand new cybersecurity, also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
Into the 5th inning, and it is a 6-0 lead for Cheyenne on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. As Trent Varga, the catcher, will lead things off 0 for 1 today. McAnally back out there, and this is going to be his game.
Yeah, we've talked about it. It doesn't really matter if you save him for Sunday, if you don't get till Sunday.
Pitch misses away for ball 1. As for the post 6 Sixers, they need to win today and they need to win tomorrow to give them a chance to go to the American Legion World Series. No Wyoming team has ever made the American Legion World Series. 2-0 count. Matter of fact, Idaho has had an iron grip on this Northwest title. Chopper at the second baseman Tafoya. Throw over in time for out number 1.
It's a great pitch on the outside corner, inducing the ground out.
Carter DeBrell misses low for ball 1. Next one to DeBrell. Misses away. 2 balls, no strikes. Swing and a chopper right at the third baseman, Reisdorfer. Throw to first in time for out number 2.
Great defense so far for the Sixers. And very efficient by McAnally. Not as many strikeouts as we've seen from him before, but just attacking the zone and allowing his defense to work. First pitch swinging on the ground.
Another one to Reisdorfer. Throw across the diamond. Bounces the throw. Gets past Swain. Taking off for second is Stevens. And he's in.
That's going to be charged to Reisdorfer at third on the throwing error. Allowing the base runner move to second base. You know, never fail. It seems you really compliment the team. And right after, you give him the old announcer's jinx as Reisdorfer. I think that one slipped out of his hand as he spiked that ball.
So here's Rundle, 0 for 2 today. First pitch in the zone for strike one. So one error.
Yeah, despite the error, still going to have a lot of faith in your defense. Feels like about 90% of ground balls on the infield of the Cheyenne defense get converted.
0-1 on the way. Misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rylan Gillard stands on deck. Brian Stefanos in the hole for Lakeside Recovery, trying to keep their season alive. They trail 6-0 to Cheyenne. Swing and a miss for strike 2 to Rundle.
For Recovery, that's a big run standing on second base. If you can find a way to get a base hit here, you know, punch that run across, start chipping away at the lead. You don't want to leave yourself trying to come back from 6 runs in 2 innings.
1-2, breaking ball up high, taken for ball 2.
Just didn't quite get on top of that one. That one slipped out of McAnally's hands. Good take at the plate there by Rundle.
Come set. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. McAnally sends him down. No runs on 1 error, and it's still 6-0 going into the bottom of the 5th. It will be the 9, 1, and 2 batters due up for post 6. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament, live with our friends at K-Ray, live on mylocalradio.com as well. Brought to you by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette.
Water testing, community enhancement grants, seedling trees and wildflowers, classroom lessons and specialty workshops, composting and conservation of water and soil. The Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve Uintah County residents. Visit our website today, uintahcountycd.com.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe. I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family. I buckle up because it keeps me safe. Go Pokes, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Cade Coates, Mason Tafoya, and Coulter McAnally due up for post 6 here in the 5th, up 6-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. And right now, if this score holds up, Cheyenne will play tomorrow, and they would either get Gillette or Pocatello. Well, they've already played Pocatello. But there's also a slight chance they may get Pocatello again, depending on who wins the next game between Portland and Rocky Mountain Lobos. As the first pitch to Cates misses for ball 1. But there is a slight possibility, and I'd say probably more than a slight, as that one's a chopper at the third base line, foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. I would say there's a probably stronger than slight possibility. We're seeing Gillette Cheyenne tomorrow.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of why McAnally's getting this one and getting to go the full way, as if you're going to burn him today. Not that I think post 6 is going to underestimate Gillette. It's just that they've played a couple times already, and they feel like they can beat them without McAnally and Feeser.
1-1 on the way. Breaking ball. Started inside and just nips the window for strike 2.
Who knows? Maybe they throw Feeser tomorrow. We don't know. We're only speculating, as we don't have a set plan.
1-2 on the way. Swing and a chopper down the third baseline. Foul again. And Coates will have to go back. So 1-2 count to Cade Coates, Mason Tafoya on deck, Coulter McAnally in the hole, each with a hit.
On the mound for Carvalho. I'd like to see that breaking ball in the outside corner here. He went back-to-back inside corner breaking balls. Go outside corner here, see if you can change the eye level.
The righty delivers, and another foul ball.
And he does just that. It's a great pitch as Coates was barely able to get the bat to it. Now that kind of opens up that up and in fastball, the up and away fastball. If you throw a fastball here, it's going to look about 5 miles an hour faster after 3 straight breaking balls.
Carvalho, only a sophomore entering his junior year. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and down goes Coates.
We talk about doubling up and tripling up, quadrupling up with the breaking balls. He gets Coates there.
Now bring on Mason Tafoya, 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored today. As he'll ground that one to Freer at short, throw across in time for out number 2, and this is the quietest inning that Cheyenne has had in a minute.
Yeah, real good job by Freer there, charging that ball, firing on the run for out number 2.
7 of the 9 post 6 batters have gotten on base today. Only 2, or check that, 8 of the 9. The only one is Ethan Reisdorfer.
It's also an evolution of the game. 10 years ago, they would have never told you to throw on the run like that.
First pitch is a breaking ball, catches at the knees for strike 1 to Coulter McAnally. He is 1 for 3 today with a single and a run scored and a stolen base. Next one to McAnally, puts that one into shallow center right field. That's going to drop for a single.
Good little piece of hitting there by McAnally off the end of the bat. You know, sometimes you absolutely crush the ball at the third baseman, he snags it, and sometimes, you know, you flare one out to right field and it drops. But to finish up that thought on throwing on the run, they work on it so much now that it's almost second nature to all of these kids.
Of course, post 6 managed by Ty Lane. Coaches are Ethan Casey, Gary Harley, and David Lazarus. Bat boy Kaysen Wood. I'll now set the stage for Julian Romero, who is having himself a tournament. He has got 4 RBIs and 4 doubles for Romero, including an RBI and a double in this game. First pitch misses for ball 1. Throw back to first, check up on McAnally, and he dives back in. So 1-0 count to Julian Romero with 2 down, 1 on. Cade Coates struck out to begin the inning, and then Tafoya grounded out to the shortstop. The 1-0 to Romero. Misses away, 2 balls, no strikes. And this is a batter you've got to be careful with.
Oh, absolutely. He has 4 doubles in the last 2 games. It is an absolutely ridiculous pace for Julian Romero.
2-0 on the way. Misses for ball 3. So a 3-0 count to Julian Romero. .857 slugging percentage. 3-0 on the way. And that catches the inside part of the zone, the left-handed Romero at the knees for strike 1. As they'll throw back to first to check up on McAnally. Hayden Swain stands on deck. Corey Williams in the hole for Cheyenne. Up 6-0 on 7 hits, 1 error. 3-1. Swing and a fly ball deep into right center field, and that is going to be caught by Gillette, who doesn't misjudge that one and brings it in for out number 3. So a great catch by Gillette, and it ends the 5th inning. We're off to the 6th. 6-0 Cheyenne. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament, brought to you by Signature Real Estate Group, live with our friends at K-Ray and on mylocalradio.com.
Red Devil pride runs deep with the team at Callis Automotive. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders. You'll always find quality products at fair prices at Callis Automotive. We're proud to serve our customers, our community, and our Evanston Red Devils. Stop in today. Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
Been
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Rylan Gillard, who made that catch in center field, will lead things off. Brian Stefanos will bat second, and Preston Crockett will be in the cleanup spot. Gillard 0 for 2, grounding out to the first baseman and striking out. And Coulter McAnally out there, 71 pitches thrown through 5 innings pitched so far. Kicks and deals to Gillard, and fastball right down Broadway for strike one.
Yeah, Gillard came into the matchup batting .400 in the tournament, having a pretty solid tournament himself.
0-1. Foul ball, 0-2. Gillard actually did not lead the team in batting coming into this. Stefanos, the man on deck, came in 667 as Gillard takes the 0-2 up high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. McAnally has had himself a day on the mound, as that one is hit hard down the first base line. Fair. Rounding first, headed for second is Gillard, and he will pull in with a leadoff double. Good piece of hitting there, as we got that one on the My Local Rodeo replay. Check this out.
As you can see, that ball just inside the base as it goes skipping by first base. That ball about 6 inches to the right is probably foul. That's a great piece of hitting there from Gillard, who continues his good tournament.
I'll now bring up Stefanos. He is 0 for 2. Led the team in batting average in the tournament at 667 coming into Game 3 for them.
Not only a high batting average, but he is crushing the ball. I mean, outside of last at-bat, he kind of check swinged, but throughout the tournament, he has been ripping the ball everywhere, as he has himself quite a few extra base hits as well.
Stefanos takes it low for ball 1.
2 doubles and a triple so far in the tournament.
And the 1-0 on the way. Swing and pops that one into center field. Horton comes forward, makes grab for out number 1.
I really like what Horton did there out in center field as he froze on that ball to give himself a little more time to read it and track it. Was able to come in and make the play.
Here's Preston Crockett. Worked a full count walk last time he was up. Made it to second, but didn't come around any further. As a matter of fact, second base is as far as they have been able to get anyone against Coulter McAnally. As the first pitch, if it missed, it didn't miss by much. It's a ball. McAnally, 5 1/3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 6 strikeouts for the Cheyenne senior. The 1-0 on the way, catches the zone at the knees to the right-handed hitting Crockett for strike 1. Gillard standing on second, and McAnally's going to step off the mound as Gillard is definitely occupying some space up there. Trying to become that first runner to get to third against McAnally. The 1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Here in the top of the 6th. It's 6-0 post 6. 3 in the first, 1 in the second, and 2 in the fourth.
Crockett has 2 RBIs looking to drive in that third run of the tournament.
The pitch misses away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jacob Freer stands on deck, worked a walk himself last time up, and then Colin McBride struck out to end the fourth. He stands in the hole for Lakeside Recovery out of Bellevue, Washington. Come set, and the 2-2. Swing and a foul ball, and we'll do it all over again.
It's a good job there by Crockett just to get rid of that pitch. It's a fastball down and away at the knees. It's a real tough pitch to do a ton of damage with as he just gets rid of it. Resets to live another pitch.
So 1 down, 1 on. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Preston Crockett. Coulter McAnally, the hard-throwing right-hander, delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 2.
Has a fastball at about the letters. It's real tough to get to, especially with a guy like McAnally who throws really, really hard.
That'll bring up Jacob Freer. 0 for 1 with a 4-pitch walk last time up and a strikeout victim back in the second.
That 0 for 1 makes him 3 for 7 in the tournament.
That is a great tournament. The pitch. Swing and a fly ball deep left field. Romero ranges towards his right and makes a running catch for out number 3. So no runs on 1 hit. It's still 6-0 post 6. Going into the bottom of the 6th, you're tuned in to the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament. Live with our friends at K-Ray, live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth. Elan Olliff and Aaron Poling live at Hladky Memorial Stadium as it will be the 4, 5, 6 batters. Swain, Williams, and Anderson due up for post 6. Facing off against Hudson Carvalho. First pitch to Swain, misses away for ball 1. Swain, 3 walks today as he's off to a 2-0 start against Hudson Carvalho.
Yeah, really staying within himself. You know, like we've talked about a couple of times, he won the MVP for the Wyoming AA State Tournament. And, you know, you'd want to try to press and do as much as you can, but instead he's letting the game come to him.
2-0, caught inside part of the zone, about letters high for strike 1. So the 2-1 to Swain. Catches the away part of the zone for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes as Carvalho went down 2-0 to start it out. Now he's worked his way to a favorable count for him. The 2-2. Swing and a chopper at Freer, who has been a black hole at short. Throw over to first in time for out number 1. I'll now bring up Corey Williams for Cheyenne post 6. 2 for 3 today, a single and a double with 2 RBIs. Of course, Williams, one of those arms that Coach Tylene has yet to deploy. First pitch misses inside to the lefty for ball 1.
Yeah. Seems like McAnally's probably going to get this one unless he runs into a ton of trouble.
1-0 on the way. Hit hard down the first base line. In and out and past McBride. Rounds first, headed for second. And it's a 1-out double. Second double of the game for Corey Williams.
Just off the outstretched glove of the first baseman, McBride, as he nearly made a fantastic play ranging to his left. He's a little mad at himself as I think he thinks he should have had it. That was a real tough play for McBride over there at first.
I'll now bring up Caden Anderson. 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs and a runner in scoring position right now for him. That is Williams over at second. The pitch. Inside for ball 1. check swing there by Anderson. The 1-0 on the way. This one hit at the shortstop, picked up by Freer. Throw over to first. There's out number 2.
Job there by Freer. Had to navigate the runner in front of him. Setting a bit of a screen, but I think that ball was hit close enough to second base that he had plenty of time to retract the ball.
Here's Nolan Horton 0 for 2 today with a bases loaded walk. Got an RBI from that. And actually chased the starter, Brian Stefanos, away from the game. First pitch to Horton. Catches the outside part of the zone from the righty for strike 1. Beautiful pitch there from Hudson Carvalho.
Yeah, that's right on the outer black. Doesn't get much better than that.
0-1. Hit lightly down the third base line. Chest high bounce brought in by DeBrell. Throws that one over to first for out number 3. So no runs come in on one hit. It's still 6-0 going in to the 7th. Last chance for Bellevue, and we come back after this. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament, live with our friends at KORA, live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette.
Freeway Tire offers a nationwide service protection plan that covers service parts and labor on select systems, keeping your vehicle on the road. Plus, it includes coverage for towing, lockout service, flat tire changing, fuel, oil, and water delivery service, and jump starts. Knowing that your vehicle is covered at over 50,000 dealer locations nationwide provides that peace of mind wherever you are. Get the details. Visit Freeway Tire and ask about the service protection plan. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
Coulter McAnally, 3 outs away from sending Cheyenne to day 4 of the Northwest Regional Tournament. First pitch to McBride, taken away for ball 1. McBride, a strikeout-looking victim last time up to end the 4th. As the 1-0 on the way, swing and lifts that one into right field. Williams ranges over towards his left and makes the catch for out number 1.
McAnally's done a real good job just attacking the zone. I don't know how many strikeouts he has, as we're accustomed to seeing him in double digits at the punch-outs. But, you know, he's really been efficient around the zone and forcing these hitters to hit the ball and letting his defense make plays. And outside of one blemish, the defense has been perfect. 7
strikeouts for Coulter McAnally as the first pitch to Varga is chopped down the first base line for a single.
And you know, it's funny, you say 7 strikeouts for McAnally, and it doesn't feel like it. Maybe it's because McAnally, every single time I've seen him pitch, has struck out double digits. But, you know, it's been a real quiet 7 punch-outs. He's done it in a little bit different way than he usually does.
The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1 to Carter DeBrell. With a runner on first and 1 down.
But that's a sign of a mature pitcher being able to use their defense.
Top of the 7th. Lakeside recovery is going to need to bring in 6 runs, but they haven't gotten a runner on third yet all game as the 0-1 misses. 1 ball, 1 strike to DeBrell. The pitch just misses inside low for ball 2. So 2-1 count to DeBrell with Andrew Stevens on deck. The 2-1. Catches the inside part of the zone around the chest for strike 2.
It's a really good fastball and a hitter's count.
McAnally at the 2-2 comes out around the belt. And the pitch. Swing and a foul ball over the first base dugout. That houses Lakeside recovery. And we'll do it all over again at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Andrew Stevens stands on deck with Callan Rundle in the hole, the pitch. This one, ground ball to the second baseman, on to 2 for 1, on to first, and that is going to do it. A game-ending double play for Cheyenne Post 6. It's the 6-4 put out on Varga and the 4-3 to end the game on DeBrell, and Cheyenne is into day 4. Your final score on the Heritage Chevrolet of Evanston scoreboard, it is Cheyenne 6 and Lakeside Recovery from Bellevue, Washington, nothing. We'll be right back with our post-game show. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette, also on K-Ray.
Do something good for yourself. Give your home a new look. At Kazine's Furniture in Evanston, their friendly staff will help you make your home a peaceful and beautiful place to be. Comfortable furniture, appliances, artwork, lighting, and accessories work together to create an enjoyable and inviting atmosphere in your home. Make your living and sleeping space a wonderful place to be. With brands like Serta, Ashley, GE, and more, visit Kazine's Furniture at 941 Front Street in Evanston.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cash Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Get a degree or certification. Earn your high school GED. Get job skills. Become CPR certified. Or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth. Time for our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and right here in Gillette. Well, the Cheyenne Post 6 Sixers are into day 4 as they put up 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the fourth, and get the win 6-0, your final score on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Brian Stefanos takes the loss, unfortunately. A third of an inning pitch, 1 hit, 3 runs. They were all earned, 5 walks, no strikeouts. Andrew Stevens comes in and does 3 in relief, 5 hits, 3 runs. They were earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Hudson Carvalho, 2 2/3 innings pitched. That's going to be an underrated performance in this one. 2 2/3 innings pitched, 2 hits, and 1 strikeout in relief. But Coulter McAnally takes the win with the full game shutout. 3 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, and, of course, no runs. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston. Jimmy John's in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and right here in Gillette. Moving on to our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today, and we're going to take you to the 4th inning, where Julian Romero hits another big double. He'll come around to score as part of a 2-run RBI single by Caden Anderson to make this one 6-0. That would be your final score. But Julian Romero with his 3rd double of the tournament. How about that? Or check that 4th double of the tournament. So that is our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision play of the game. Moving on to our Pepsi player of the game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Pepsi, that's what I like. Well, I've said it once, and I'll say it again. Pitching wins in the postseason, and Coulter McAnally did a great job. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. Did it in 94 pitches in a game that lasted an hour and 52 minutes. Sorry, an hour and 52 minutes. And Coulter McAnally also at the plate goes 2 for 4 with a run scored, so helping himself out. That's your Pepsi player of the game, brought to you by Pepsi. That's what I like. And that is going to do it for our coverage of Game 1 of Day 3 of the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament here in Gillette. Big thank you to my broadcast partner, Mr. Aaron Pulling. He also was running the producing and engineering side of this one. Also, a big thank you to Larry Peretti at K-Ray for giving us the opportunity to broadcast this game to you on K-Ray today. And we will be back with game number 2 featuring the Portland Barbers and the Rocky Mountain Lobos out of Fort Collins, Colorado in about a few minutes' time. Game should be starting in about 30 minutes. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with our pregame show, so join us on that stream. Thank you guys so much. Again, your final score, it is 6-0 Cheyenne, and we will see you guys in a few minutes.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.